Imagine a land of endless deserts, where survival was a daily struggle. A place with no modern infrastructure, no running water, no skyscrapers, just harsh sun, shifting sand, and small villages dependent on fishing and pearl diving. That was the United Arab Emirates before the discovery of oil. Fast forward to today, and the UAE is a global powerhouse, home to the world's tallest buildings, ultramodern cities, and a booming economy. How did this extraordinary transformation happen? This is the story of how the UAE went from sand to skyscrapers and became one of the world's wealthiest nations. Before the UAE became the economic giant we know today, it was a harsh land with limited resources. The region, once known as the Trucial States, relied heavily on pearl diving, fishing, and small-scale trade. The people were resilient, living in simple houses made from palm fronds, while traders sailed the Arabian Gulf, hoping to strike deals in India and East Africa.
But life was tough. There were no proper roads, hospitals were rare, and schools were limited. The discovery of cultured pearls in Japan in the 1920s further crippled the economy, leaving many in deep poverty. For decades, the Gulf states struggled with an uncertain future, until everything changed. In the 1950s and 60s, everything changed with the discovery of oil. The first major oil exports began in 1962 from Abu Dhabi, and soon, the other Emirates followed. Suddenly, what was once a poor desert nation had access to vast wealth. But the UAE's leaders knew that oil wouldn't last forever. Instead of just enjoying the riches, they had a vision, one that would turn the UAE into a global center of business, tourism, and innovation.
In 1971, something historic happened. Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, the ruler of Abu Dhabi, along with the leaders of 6 other emirates, united to form what we now know as the United Arab Emirates. He didn't just want to rely on oil, he had a bigger vision, to invest in infrastructure, education, and tourism, transforming the UAE into a world-class economy. The first step, investing in the people. Schools, universities, and hospitals were built across the country. Roads and bridges connected the Emirates, and the country's first modern ports and airports began operations.
Sheikh Zayed and the UAE's leaders knew that oil would not last forever, so they launched ambitious projects to diversify the economy. They focused on tourism, aviation, finance, and technology. Dubai, once a quiet fishing village, started building some of the most iconic landmarks in the world, Burj Al Arab, Palm Jumeirah, and eventually, the tallest building on earth, the Burj Khalifa. In the 1980s and 90s, Dubai positioned itself as the business hub of the Middle East. Free zones were created to attract global investors, and soon, major companies started setting up their regional headquarters in the UAE. Today, businesses from every industry, tech, finance, logistics, are thriving in the Emirates.
Fast forward to today, and the UAE is a global powerhouse. It is home to the busiest airport for international travel, some of the world's richest companies, and a booming tourism industry. The country has also become a leader in sustainability, space exploration, and artificial intelligence. With a GDP exceeding $500 billion, the UAE is one of the wealthiest nations per capita. But what's more impressive is that it continues to innovate, aiming to become one of the smartest, most sustainable countries in the world.
The UAE story is not just about oil. It's about vision, leadership, and the ability to think beyond limitations. It proves that with the right mindset, Even the harshest desert can turn into a land of opportunity. What can the rest of the world learn from the UAE? That innovation, investment in people, and strategic planning can change the course of history.
If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. What do you think was the most important factor in the UAE's success? Let us know in the comments.